Hey, it's Simply Unique and it's story time. So today's topic is my first boyfriend. Okay, so my very first boyfriend, I was in the 7th grade. Of course, this is, little puppy love, little cute shit. So I was in the 7th grade and so was he. We were from rival cities, me, Belgrade, him, Pahokee. I met him because of the middle school. And at first when I met him, I didn't really like him. He was too rough around the edges and he was just rude as hell. So I don't know how, but I guess he grew on me and then eventually we started dating. We dated maybe 4 months. And I swear it felt like the longest and the shortest 4 months ever. When me and him dated, I swear the person that I met and the person that I was dating was two totally different people, because the person I was dating was the sweetest person ever. Anybody that knows him wouldn't really think that about him because of the way he acts or the way that he used to act. And I almost didn't believe it until I actually saw that he was actually a really sweet person. Well, at least he was to me. Let's call him DW. So oftentimes when me and DW were dating, because we rode separate buses, he usually would wait for me in the bus loop or I would wait for him, and he would walk me to breakfast, walk me to different classes, all the little cute stuff that middle schoolers do when they date. So one day he walked me to my reading class, and I'll never forget this day ever. This is what the hell I get for trying to be fast and be grown and undermine my moment. He walked me to my reading class, and before I entered the classroom, he hugged me and gave me a kiss, and I went in the classroom. So that day was like any other day, pretty good day, and I get home. Now, my mama was teaching and coaching different sports, so she usually got home after me, or we would get home around the same time. So my mama cooked everything, made it seem like a regular day. Nothing happened. She was talking to me, everything. We ate dinner, everything. So in the midst of us watching TV, sis asked me, "So you got a boyfriend?" Huh? That's what I said, because I couldn't think of nothing off of the top of my head. I said, huh? She said, "So you got a boyfriend?" I said, "What are you talking about, Mom? Do you have a boyfriend?" "No, Ma, I just have some friends that's boys, but I don't have a boyfriend." So she goes on, she was like, "Well, your reading teacher contacted me and said that you were kissing some boy outside of her class." So now I'm hot, but at the same time, I'm trying to think on my feet because I already know my mama is about to whoop my ass. So I was like, "Mom, huh?" She was like, "You heard me." Me still trying to come up with a lie. I couldn't think of nothing. So she says, "I know you got a boyfriend. And I know that lady's not lying about you kissing that boy." She said, "Like I told you before, you're not allowed to have a boyfriend. So you need to break up with him tonight." I was like, "Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am." Now, we all knew I was lying like hell. And so the next day comes, I told him about it. He was like, "Oh, shit." He was like, "Oh, we can't kiss around Miss Grub class no more." And I was like, "You're right, DW." But we still kept dating. Now, how we ended. everybody has those friends or people that are their best friends or supposed to be, that no matter what your chick tell you, you gonna listen. Cause that's your friend. They ain't gonna lie to you. They ain't gonna do you wrong, you know. So me, I had these two friends. I thought they were my best friends. And like the last couple of weeks of me and DW dating, all they ever did was like, you need to break up with him. You need to break up with him. He ain't no good. And blase, blase. And I'm just like, what you mean? Oh, I saw him with such and such and da 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 da. Now keep in mind that couldn't have been true because literally we were together all the time. So anybody that could have seen him with was me. But me, trying to listen to my friends, thinking my friends loyal, I was like, oh, for real? For real? So eventually, I ended up breaking up with DW. Now, there was no point in me breaking up with DW. DW was the first boy to ever give me money. Like, I mean, he wasn't my first kiss, but it felt like it. Like, that was the first boyfriend like I ever like took serious, you know. And my young and dumb self, oh, I just knew I was in love. I just knew that. So I broke up with him because I wanted to choose to believe my best friends over him. So the best friends, let's call them Gina and Pam. Let's call them Gina and Pam. So I'm still friends with Gina and Pam. And a couple weeks go by, and next thing you know, Pam is dating DW. And I'm just like, what the fuck? How did this happen? Make it so bad, she even asked me, hey, is it okay with you if I date DW? And me trying not to sound like no salty ass bitch, I was like, sure, it's cool, I don't care. Knowing damn well my little feelings was hurt like hell. So, DW and Pam dating. And then I later found out that Gina set this up. Gina hooked Pam and DW up. So I'm like, and you bitches supposed to be my best friends? What kind of shit is this? So I stopped talking to Gina and Pam, and that was just even more drama to come. But truth be told, everybody always has these sappy ass and sad ass stories about their first boyfriends, you know, and how it ended and all this greatness. But mine's ended because I was a damn dummy. But to move on from that, like, my first person that I like ever could say that I loved, like on a serious tip, and it wasn't, you know, no puppy love or anything like that, was the first boyfriend I had in high school. This man. First boyfriend I had in high school, let's call him Rob. Rob put me through some hell. Like, even from the moment, like, we were just talking and dating. We weren't actually a couple. We were talking and dating. So I met Rob the summer before I started high school. He was going to be a sophomore and I was going to be a freshman. We met at good old Teen Center, Boys and Girls Club. So me and Rob started talking, you know, started kicking it, and school starts. So school starts, and I find out that Rob has a fucking girlfriend. And to make matters worse, I knew his girlfriend. Me and his girlfriend grew up together running on my mom's track club. So I was like, you know what? That's not right. I'm about to stop talking to Rob. So let's call his girlfriend at the time. Let's call her Callie. Callie had a best friend and let's call her Sarah. Callie and Sarah was not well like coming through school, because Callie and Sarah used to mess with people a lot, all the time, like often, and they would bully people. So once Callie and Sarah found out that me and Rob were talking, or once were talking, they started picking at me. And for a little while, I took it. And going into freshman year, I was a firecracker. I didn't care. I was petty, and I was ready to fight at the drop of a dime. So once I eventually got tired of Callie and Sarah picking at me, I was like, you know what? Since we about to be petty, let's play the petty game. And good old petty me, she decides to start talking back to Rob. So once me and Rob started back talking, it was, of course, still more drama, still more messiness. But in a lot of situations, Rob was choosing me over Callie. But it was just too much for me. And I was like, I got to have more respect for myself. So I stopped talking to Rob. And I told Rob, you know what? I'm good on you. Talk to me when you're single. Now, keep in mind, this is a whole year worth of drama between Callie, Sarah, and me. So, sophomore year rolls around, and it was still drama, still messiness. And eventually, I guess Rob took heed of what I said, and he broke up with Callie. And he came to me and he was like, well, I'm single now, so what's good? The fact that it was just that easy for me to just be back. At first, I didn't believe him, because I was like, well, if you lied to me before, I'm pretty sure you lied to me now. So I go lurking, searching to see if it was true. And somebody come to me and was like, Callie was standing in the middle of the courtyard or the bus loop or whatever, and was going off and was crying because Rob broke up with her. And I was like, so it is true. Me feeling how I felt about Rob, my dumb ass started back talking to him. So me and Rob were actually a couple now. And in the midst of me and Rob dating, of course, he was on his same shit that he was on dating Callie. But I was so dumbstruck that I didn't see it, or I didn't want to see it. And me and Rob dated until almost the beginning of my senior year. And in the midst of me and Rob dating, I ended up getting the password to his Instagram. This is well before, Snapchat was really hitting on stuff, and before Instagram got as updated as it was. So the DMs were just the DMs. Matter of fact, this is shortly after Instagram decided to make DMs. So I go through Rob's DMs, and it's all different type of bitches. Yellow, black, blue, purple. Don't matter. They was there. I never confronted Rob about it, and I never let him know that I knew. But I did. And me being so dumbstruck, I still stuck around, still was dating Rob, still was being stupid. And even all the way throughout me dating Rob and him breaking up with Callie, I still got picked on. So I did all of this thinking I won, and I still fucking lost. But one thing I can say about Rob, he was a learning lesson for me, that I ain't gonna never disrespect myself like that ever again, or let anyone else disrespect me like that ever again. I ain't going for it. And to be honest, for my queens watching, even for my kings watching, don't ever let anyone step over you, use you, abuse you, whether it's mental, physical, or just overuse of you. Don't let it happen. A relationship should be a two-way street, and it should be joy. It should be patience. It should be loyalty. If it's not that, then it shouldn't be you. It took me a while, and it took the hard way for me to learn that. Dating Rob, I learned a lot. And still to this day, you know, I ain't got no hard feelings towards Rob. Me and Rob cool. I mean, we don't speak every day, you know, nothing like that. But me and Rob still cool. And that goes to say, like, don't hold grudges also if you've been with someone and they've done that to you. Not saying that you can't have hard feelings or be mad about whatever it is that a person put you through, but you don't have to harbor that hate, because it'll take you over and then that person wins. All in all, just have your love, peace, happiness, and joy, because that's what I'm working on. Thank you for watching. Shout out to my subscribers. Tell a friend to subscribe to my YouTube, and there will be more videos to come. Thank you.